Okay, so this video is only focusing on pyramids, how to find surface area for pyramids. So first thing I want you to do is in your notebooks, I want you to find the page where you taped your formula sheet. And I want you to copy the two formulas for pyramids. So for lateral surface area, it's 1/2 P times L. The cursive L stands for slanted height. You wrote that already in your legend of the key at the bottom. And then the total surface area, it's the lateral plus the area of the base. So L plus B. Okay, your assignment, first assignment, the one titled Pyramids, has two sides. The front side has everything that's already given to you, so you just have to plug into your formula. And then the back side, you have missing information. So first, we're going to start with the easy one. We're going to do number 1 on your assignment, just to kind of talk about what the slant height is and how to find the rest of the parts. So first thing, slanted height, that's the cursive L, is the distance, the height from the very top of your pyramid down to the bottom going along the side of the pyramid. So it's slanted. So that's 12. The perimeter, it's still the same. P stands for perimeter of my base only. So since my base is a square, I am going to have to add the 4 sides of the square. Since it's a square, that means all the sides are equal, so they're all 10. So for my perimeter, 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, that gives me 40. B is still area of my base. So again, B still changes depending on what base you have. Here my base is a square, so I need the formula for the area of a square. So area of a square is base times height. So I'm going to ignore everything. I just want to do this square at the bottom. So this purple square, the base is 10. If you ignore the pyramid, the base is 10. And then the height is also 10. So 10 times 10 for my area. That's 100 yards squared. So now for L and S, I have to look at my formula sheet. Those never change. It doesn't matter what type of pyramid. It's always 1/2 PL for the lateral surface area. So 1/2 P times L. 1/2 is just part of the formula. It's always there. P is my perimeter, which I already have, is right here, is the 40. And then L is the slanted height, which I also found from my picture, is 12. So now I multiply those 3 things. 1/2 times 40 times 12. So you could type it all at once in your calculator. If you do control divide, you can set up your fraction. That's 1/2, and then times your 40 and times the 12. That gives you 240. So for my lateral surface area, this gives me 240 yards squared. And then my total surface area, if you remember from your formula, it's the lateral plus the area of the base. So my lateral is 240 plus the area of my base, it's that 100 right there. And so 240 plus 100 is 340. So there it is. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to pause this video so that you can solve problems 2 and 3 on your assignment. And once you solve those 2, you put play on this video again, and I'll explain to you how to do the back problems. Okay, so just remember that for 2 and 3, before you get started, for 2 and 3, remember, B, area of the base changes depending on what your base is. So my base here is a triangle, so base times height divided by 2. Area of my base here is a pentagon. This is my pentagon. So area of my base is NSA divided by 2. And again, everything that you need is already given. You just plug in your numbers. So do that now. Okay, so now you should have already completed those 3 problems. That's what you were supposed to do right now. So I'm going to show you how to solve the problems on the back side, but I'm going to show you how to do that with the example that you picked up. So in your notebooks, I need you to tape or glue your 4 examples that you got today, so you can tape them all in one page, cut them so that they fit. If you haven't done that, pause this video and do that right now. Okay, so we're only doing pyramids in this video, so I'm only going to do example 5. And so in this one, my slanted height is missing. It's this dotted line along the side of the pyramid is missing, and so I have to solve for it. And so you can see in your picture that there's the height of my pyramid is from the top corner to the center of the bottom. It goes through the inside of the pyramid, and then my slanted height creates a right angle. So this is A, B, and my slanted height is C. And so again, I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem to solve for C. So I'm using A squared plus B squared equals C squared. My A is 4. My B is not going to be 6 because 6 is the entire pyramid. I only want this little piece of my triangle, so that's half, that's 3. So I'm using 3 for B, so 3 squared. And then the C is the slanted height that I want to find. So now I'm going to square them. So 4 squared is 16 and 3 squared is 9. There's a plus sign between them. They're both on the left side, so I have to add them. 16 plus 9, that's 25. And then to get rid of the square, I square root both sides. My slanted height is 5. So here, slanted height is 5 centimeters. Once you do this part, everything else is like the problems on the front side of your assignment. So P is perimeter of my base. My base is a square. This is my base. I add the 4 sides of my square. They're all 6. 6, 6, 6, 6. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. You have to show me the work. That's 24. B is area of the base. So the square is my base. So formula for the area of a square, base times height. So that will give me, I'm gonna ignore everything. I'm just looking at the square. Base is 6, height is 6. 6 times 6. So 36. I forgot my centimeters here. And so again, so now I go back to my same 2 formulas. They never change for pyramids. It's this 2. L is 1/2 P times cursive L. So 1/2 P times cursive L. So 1/2 P is my 24. Slanted height is the 5. And so again, I type that into my calculator, and for that I get 60. So my lateral surface area is 60 centimeters squared. And then total surface area, remember formula never changes, L plus B for pyramids. So L plus B. L is the 60 that I just got. B is the area of the base, which I also have. It's right here. That's 36. And so when you add them, 60 plus 36, that's 96. Okay. So now I need you to, again, go back to your assignment. And just like I did example number 5, you are going to do the last 3 examples on your first assignment. So do that now.